Good evening, everyone. The title of my paper is Healing Collective Traumas from Erasure to Memory, the case of women in the conflict prone zones of northwestern Nigeria. My name is Hawa Mohammed Sani from the Department of English and Literary Studies, Ahmadu Bello University. I am a reader, and as I've said, thank you for joining me at Bill Peace 2025. I invite you to journey with me into the lived realities of women in northwestern Nigeria, Kaduna, Zamfara, and Katsina, where violent conflict has left deep scars. This talk is about memory, about whose memories survive, whose are erased, and what that means for healing and peace building. But first of all, let me set the context of northern Nigeria. Northwestern Nigeria has endured years of armed banditry, kidnappings, and communal violence. Women's experiences in this crisis are often reduced to numbers, widows, orphans, and a lot of displaced persons. But despite that, women are not just victims. They are memory keepers, agents of resilience, and silent builders of peace. Their voices can help us understand collective trauma and how we might heal from it. What are these experiences of women in terms of erasure? In terms of erasure, so in formal peace dialogues, women's stories are often absent in the northwestern Nigeria. One woman in Zamfara told me Zamfara is one of the notable conflict-prone zones in northwestern Nigeria. The woman told me, "We are here, but no one sees us. We are the shadows at the edge of the meeting." This exclusion prolongs trauma, so without space to voice their pain or publicly grieve, women's suffering remains invisible, unacknowledged, and unhealed. But despite their silencing, women preserve memory in many powerful ways. Memories as resistance. So through storytelling, in private gatherings, women recount names of the dead, dates of attacks, and their flight routes, sometimes through rituals, lighting lamps, reciting prayers, planting trees, or tending graves, sometimes in secret. Through theater for development, sometimes women stage dramas, enacting their losses, hopes, and demands for peace. These are all ways of preserving memories of their loved ones. In these practices, memory becomes resistance. They declare, "We were here. This happened to us. We remember. We are here, but no one sees us. We are the shadows at the edge of the meeting. We are the shadows at the edge of the trials." So, what are the implications for peace building? Healing collective trauma requires what? Amplifying women's testimonies, integrating local memory rituals into peace processes, centering women's voices in dialogue and decision making. Memory work must be woven into peace building from the start, not added later as a token gesture. So let us look at the case of Hamdia, a young woman of 18 years of age who is full of life. Hamdia's village were invaded, were attacked by the hoodlums, by kidnappers. And Hamdia came out to voice or narrate her story, to plead for help. But what happened? Hamdia was subdued. She was accused of insulting the governor and the government. Therefore, she was policed, she was kidnapped, she was beaten to death, she was tortured, she was raped just because she voiced her ordeal of what happened. She said the mayhem in the social media. She appealed for the government to come to her rescue, and they said she insulted them. So Hamdia's life has started from a proposed young hero, heroes or heroine. What do I say? From hero to a perished lady. Hamdia, whose life was full of hope, is now a doom. She's now living a doomed life. These are some of the cases whereby healing collective trauma becomes a must. Let's pause. Think of a conflict affected place you know. I'm sure some of you might have known many. In this picture, you can see me at one of the displaced camps, having dialogue with those women that have been displaced. What might interest you is that the memories of these women have been erased. They don't have any idea. Ideologies are dead in there. The only thing that they can voice out to me is that let the government come, let the government comes into our rescue. That's the only thing they know. They don't have any direction. So think of a conflict affected place you know. I'm sure you might have known, if not many, but little, whose memories are missing from the public story. How might their memory reshape peace? I invite you all. I wish I'm here with you physically, but I'm still inviting you to contribute to our shared digital memory where we honor overlooked stories. Digital communication is our hope. They said when there's life, there's hope, and there's always hope at the end of the tunnel. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, so we have hope. Platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, radio, and TV area are used by women to voice out their voiceless voice. And they use this digital communication platform for solidarity, for storytelling, for advocacy. For example, I myself have a forum called No Women, No Peace. And there's another one, hash secure our villages. All these are created by women in order to enlighten other women so that women can become more than victims. They should go beyond victims and they should be active participants in these peace building processes. Women should not just be seen as victims, they should also be seen as agents of change. Imagine it is the men that created the conflict, and they will be also the one to be invited to resolve the conflict. So, what will happen if women are given the voice and the chances to participate actively in peace building processes? Radical changes, positive narratives. To heal collective traumas, we must move from erasure to memory. Let us listen, record, and honor women's voices, not as victims alone, but as memory keepers and peace builders. Thank you very much.